Coming up on Mountain News this morning, an arrest is made in relation to 7 murders in Tennessee. And 7 are injured after a shooting at a cookout in Baltimore. Plus, more on how fentanyl may be fueling the opioid crisis.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. It is 5:30 on Monday, April the 29th. I'm Will Puckett. Thank you for tuning in to Mountain News This Morning. If you're getting ready to head out the door, it's going to be a little bit chilly, but you can relax because it's going to be a beautiful day. Brandon will break it down better. Brandon, good morning.
Good morning. And as we head toward mid to late morning, those jackets will be a thing of the past, but you'll need them early because temperatures this morning mostly in the 40s across the region. Let's take a look at the cameras first. Buffalo Mountain there in Perry County. And again, not a whole lot of issues as we head out the door this morning. Downtown Whitesburg, a little touch of fog there in the distance, so some patchy dense fog could be around, so give yourself plenty of time to get around this morning. 39 Danville, that's up in central Kentucky. 55 in Wise. Everybody else in the 40s this morning, mid to upper 40s across most area. A couple of low 40s trying to show up there. 12-hour planner around 47 or so, and then we'll start to climb quickly. 56 by 9 o'clock, 71 by 11 o'clock, and by this afternoon, a summertime preview as southwest winds blow in and take us up to 82 with a few clouds later today. And the rest of that forecast coming up here in just a few minutes. Will?
All righty, Brendan, we'll be back with you. Thank you, sir. Well, one of Judaism's holiest days of the year shattered by violence. And now a California community is forced to say goodbye to the victim of Saturday's synagogue shooting. John Lawrence reports.
A vigil Sunday evening in Poway, California. Remembering Lori Kay, who was fatally shot during Passover celebrations Saturday.
It's really hard for us that we lose this type of person in our community. I hope that community will stay strong and will pick up the pieces.
Rabbi Yisrael Goldstein spoke to Kay moments before shots were fired.
This building that we built is supposed to be full of love. This building that we built was supposed to be able to share kindness and love with each other.
President Trump called Goldstein on Sunday. The rabbi says talking for 10 to 15 minutes, offering condolences on behalf of the country.
He spoke to me like a friend, like a colleague. He spoke to me like he felt for me, for my anguish and pain.
The rabbi and 2 others were injured Saturday, including 8-year-old Noya Dahan.
The world isn't supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be peaceful and quiet and not with like wars and bad stuff.
The shooting suspect, 19-year-old John Earnest, booked Sunday on 1 count of first-degree murder and 3 counts of attempted murder in the first degree. The San Diego authorities say there is no sign that Earnest was involved with an organized group. I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Now, Kay's funeral is scheduled for this afternoon. Police have not confirmed a motive for Saturday's rampage, but prior to the shooting, an anti-Semitic open letter written by a person claiming to be Earnest was posted on an online message board. Now, another deadly attack, this one on the other side of the world, is still affecting many communities. The Archbishop of Colombo led prayers at a vigil in memory of the victims of Sri Lanka's Easter Sunday bombings a week after the attack. Soldiers patrolled the gathering in Colombo on Sunday evening as the country remained on edge, as authorities have pursued suspects with possible access to explosives. Mourners lit candles outside the Lake House buildings as religious leaders of different faiths prayed inside the state-run newspaper publishing house. A small town in Tennessee shaken by 7 murders. The suspect is in custody, but neighbors are on edge, mourning the losses.
After seeing this heart-wrenching sight, these women are left with so many questions.
It was creepy. Like, I was just, why?
They woke to hear 2 more people have been killed in this tiny town.
Wow. I mean, why? Why would he do that, you know?
A police officer captured Michael Cummings, the man accused of the murders, by shooting him when they say he showed weapons. Investigators believe the 2 bodies found here on Charles Brown Road are linked to the murder of 5 other people found yesterday and the serious injury of yet another person.
It's going to be on people's minds for a long time. there's going to be doors locked and guns in behind every door for a while, I'd say.
Saturday, here along Luby Brown Road, one person found.
She's good as gold.
Neighbor Tim Harper, nearly in tears.
She didn't deserve what happened to her. It's all because she lived alone. She was vulnerable.
4 more people found here. We're told one was young.
And I feel sorry for them. I mean, I pray for them and hope they get through it as fast as they can.
And the one left battling for their life?
Everybody just going to have to support each other.
This small town has so many questions.
Now, 7 people were shot during a cookout Sunday afternoon in West Baltimore, Maryland. 1 victim died from their injuries. Police say the cookout was happening on Edmondson Avenue near a Baptist church. They did not say if the shooting was connected to the church in any way. A child is dead following an ATV crash Sunday afternoon in the Hurricane community of Pike County. Police say 2 kids were riding the ATV when they made a U-turn and both fell off. The passenger was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. The driver is expected to be all right. We do not know the name of the child or their age. Well, a woman died after a fight over a parking spot in Philadelphia. Police responded to a call Friday night as 2 women fought each other over that parking spot. According to authorities, Lourdes Estremera became unresponsive while talking to officers who then requested a medic. She was pronounced dead a short time later. She was a wife and mother of 3. Police are investigating the death. Well, a routine pickup for an Uber driver in Texas turned deadly after the driver tells investigators his passenger was shot. It happened Friday afternoon in Houston. After it happened, the Uber driver drove off about a mile away from where the shooting happened, stopped in a parking lot, and called 911. The victim has been identified as 26-year-old James Grant Booker II. The Uber driver was not injured. A 19-year-old is behind bars after running from police when asked to pay his taxi cab fee. Laurel County deputies arrested Jason Lay early Saturday morning just 10 miles south of London on Robert E. Cox Road. Lay allegedly received a ride to his apartment but never paid the driver before walking inside. When deputies arrived, the driver told police where Lay went. Lay tried to run off. Police followed and soon caught him nearby. Lay was arrested and charged with fleeing or evading police and resisting arrest. Also in Laurel County, a woman was arrested after deputies found her passed out behind the wheel of a crashed vehicle. This is Rebecca J. Blevins. Police say the crash off of Tuttle Road on Friday evening. Deputies say Blevins appeared to be extremely under the influence. As she cursed and yelled. Here is Blevins, an officer's hands knocking the radio from his grasp. Blevins is charged with operating a motor vehicle under the influence, among other charges. Kentucky State Police say a man was arrested for assaulting his mother at her home in Corbin Sunday morning. Police say when they arrived, the man ran into the woods. They chased down Luke Roark. Police took Roark to Baptist Health for some minor cuts and then charged him with assault, fleeing or evading police and other charges. He was taken to the Knox County Detention Center. Well, California authorities believe a sophisticated team of burglars from Chile is behind dozens of break-ins. One burglary yielded a $1 million jewelry heist. According to the Ventura County Sheriff's Office, there were about 35 burglaries in the county over the past 4 months. Authorities are trying to figure out how many people are part of the ring. The FBI says it has reached out to authorities in Chile for help. Chapmanville police say an intoxicated man claiming to be a U.S. Marshal is under arrest and now charged with public intoxication, impersonating an officer, and obstructing an officer. Police say they received complaints that Austin Collins was walking around homes. They say Collins claimed to be an undercover U.S. Marshal and began giving fake badge numbers. Last night on 60 Minutes, experts talked about the potential danger of fentanyl. It is 50 times stronger than heroin and can now be ordered online. Some fear fentanyl is helping fuel the opioid crisis. The painkiller was invented in the 1960s and used to relieve pain for cancer patients.
Whether it's cocaine or you think it's heroin or you think it's pills, it's going to have fentanyl in it.
Why?
It's cheaper to buy fentanyl. And because it's so potent, you can cut it in a way that you can deliver far more doses with a little bit of fentanyl. So it's a profit motive for them.
In 2017, there were about 47,000 opioid-related deaths. In Tennessee, the Campbell County Sheriff's Office found more than $250,000 along with narcotics inside a home on Friday morning. They served a search warrant at the home of 75-year-old William Thacker. Deputies say they collected a large number of prescription pain pills. Thacker faces charges for the sale of illegal narcotics. A brave girl in Arizona is recovering after being accidentally shot. Now her father is under arrest on charges of child abuse and aggravated assault. Police say Eldon McInville was cleaning his shotgun, and as he was walking through the hall to put it away, he tripped. That caused the gun to fall out of his hand, and then it discharged, striking his 6-year-old daughter. Investigators say he was reckless handling the gun, prompting the charges. A local businessman turned 91 yesterday. Willard Kinzer is known for working in Kentucky's oil and gas industry. He was honored last week for his work by Senator McConnell's office. He is a World War II veteran, and his age does not stop him from having a little bit of fun. He enjoys drag racing and talking about cars. Coming up in entertainment news, we'll tell you more about the newly released Avengers Endgame's record-breaking opening weekend. Don't worry, there aren't any spoilers ahead.
Are you ready for a summer preview? Break out the sunglasses and sunscreen because it's going to be warm over the next couple of days. I'll have all the details in about 3 minutes.